University Malaysia Sabah di Jakarta ya dapat berjalan dengan lebih erat dan tentunya dapat bermanfaat untuk masing-masing pihak. Baik, dengan mengucapkan Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, semoga acara pada hari ini dapat berjalan dengan lancar dan sukses. Terima kasih. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Pak Indra, for the speech. We also privileged to receive a greeting from the Dean of Faculty of Business, Economics, and Accountancy, University Malaysia Sabah, Associate Professor Dr. Muhammad Rahimi bin Abdul Karim. Let's welcome Professor Rahimi. Good morning, Pak Rahimi.
Terima kasih Ibu Dr. Dwi Kis, our chairperson, pengurusi kita pada pagi ini. Yang saya hormati Pak Profesor Dr. Ari Sabtono, Dekan Fakulti Ekonomi Universitas Negeri Jakarta, UNJ. Yang saya hormati Pak Dr. Indra Pahala, Deputy Dean Economic Faculty, UNJ. Yang saya hormati Pak Profesor Dr. Suherman, Coordinator of the S1 Management Program Economic Faculty, UNJ. Penceramah kita yang berusaha Dr. Lim Tian Sang daripada University Malaysia Sabah dan juga Dr. Agus Wibowo, Pak Dr. Agus Wibowo daripada Universitas Negeri Jakarta. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera, salam UMS Kampus Ramah, salam Malaysia Madani, and a warm welcome to all of you. Of course, I also sorry, but I forgotten to give salutation to those participants. All right, thank you for being with us in this important event. Ladies and gentlemen, I am truly delighted to be here at the international seminar, a collaborative effort between S1 Management Faculty, Economic Faculty, UNJ, and the study program Financial Management and Banking, Faculty of Business, Economics and Accountancy, University Malaysia Sabah. I would like to express my sincere gratitude to Pak Ari Sabtono, the Dean of the Economic Faculty, UNJ, and Pak Suherman, the coordinator of the S1 Management Program, Economic Faculty, UNJ, as well as all the organizing team from both UNJ and UMS for their invaluable contribution in organizing and ensuring the success of today's event. I would like to record our sincere appreciations and thanks to our esteemed speakers, Dr. Lim Tian Sang from FBA UMS and Dr. Agus Wibowo from UNJ. We are indeed immensely grateful to both of them for graciously agreeing to share their invaluable insights and experience on the topic of winning a reputable international journal publication through exceptional writing. As we are all aware, writing a high-quality articles requires passion for knowledge, a genuine curiosity in your field of study, commitment to advancing academic discourse, and a desire to make meaningful contributions to our research area are essential for writing articles in reputable journals. Once again, I would like to express my gratitude to our moderator, seminar participants, and the entire organizing team for their unwavering support and dedication in making this event a resounding success. With the presence of the distinguished speakers, the active participations of our enthusiastic audience, and the collaborative efforts of all involved, I am confident that today's seminar will prove to be highly beneficial for everyone representing both universities. Thank you again, and may you have a very enjoyable seminar. Sekian, wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Professor Rahimi, for the enlightening speech. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we will have a photo session which will be guided by our operator. To all participants, please kindly turn on the camera so we will take the documentation. Operator ready? All right. To all the participants, we will appreciate if you could turn on the camera so we will take the photo session together. We will wait a minute, operator. All right, first page. 1, 2, 3. Slide 2. 1, 2, 3. Then third slide. 1, 2, 3. Alright. Thank you to all the participants. We are now transitioning to the topic of winning a reputable international journal publication through exceptional writing, which will be facilitated by Mr. Gentiga Muhammad Zairin, MAKCA, as the moderator. Good morning, Mr. Gentiga.
Good morning, Ms. Dikis.
Thank you for joining us for today.
Yeah, it's a pleasure.
Mr. Gentiga Muhammad Zairin, MAKCA, is a lecturer of Faculty of Economics, Universitas Negeri Jakarta. He graduated as Master of Accounting from Universitas Indonesia. A part of being lecturer, Mr. Gentiga also head of laboratory accounting, Faculty of Economics, and also he is an entrepreneur. His research area are accounting, finance, capital market, and auditing. And now we are welcome to Mr. Gentiga to guide the discussion and then presentation. Please welcome, sir.
All right. Thank you to the Master of Ceremony for giving me the opportunity to continue. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Faculty of Economics, Universitas Negeri Jakarta, I would like to extend a warm welcome to all participants to this international collaboration for Community Outreach 2023, titled Winning a Reputable International Journal Publication Through Exceptional Writing. Thank you for joining us today from different parts of the world. It's truly an honor to have such a diverse and knowledgeable audience. This webinar presents a unique opportunity for all of us to engage in meaningful conversations, exchange ideas, gain insights from our esteemed speakers and panelists. It is my hope that by the end of this event, we will not only have expanded our knowledge, but also foster a connection and collaboration that will contribute to our collective growth. First thing first, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Gentiga Muhammad Zairin. You can call me Gentiga. I am a lecturer at undergraduate accounting study program in Faculty of Economics, Universitas Negeri Jakarta. Today, I will be your moderator who will guide the webinar. I am honored to acknowledge the presence of Dr. Indra Pahala as Deputy Dean for Student Affairs and Alumni, Faculty of Economics, Universitas Negeri Jakarta, the esteemed Dean of Faculty of Business, Economic and Accountancy, University Malaysia Sabah, Associate Professor Mohrahimi bin Abd Karim. Also all the lecturers and participants who have joined us on Zoom meeting this morning. Now, before we proceed, let's take a moment to acknowledge the contribution and expertise of our distinguished speakers and panelists. I would like also to remind all participants that the question and answer session will be held after both of the speakers' presentations. Ladies and gentlemen, let us turn to our first speaker, Dr. Lim Tien Sen. Allow me to read a bit about his background. Dr. Lim graduated from California State University in the USA in 1993, then earned a master's degree in risk management from the University of Nottingham in the UK in 2001. He obtained his PhD from University Malaysia Sabah in 2017. Dr. Lim has 17 years of experience as a coordinator in various fields at University Malaysia Sabah, and currently serves as the director of the UMS Center of External Education, a position he has held since 2019. His areas of expertise include behavioral finance, business feasibility, risk management, business and economic issues, research methodology, among many others. Without further ado, let's welcome Dr. Lim. Good morning, Dr. Lim.
Hi, good morning, Dr. Gentiga.
Yeah, how are you feeling today?
Fine, thank you. Fine, thank you. Yeah, how are you?
All right. Yeah, fine too. Are you ready to present your material, sir?
Sure. Okay. Allow me to share my screen.
Yeah. Operator, please allow Dr. Lim. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's commence our discussion on winning a reputable international journal publication through exceptional writing by Dr. Lim. Dr. Lim, the time is yours.
All right. Just to confirm, are you seeing my screen now?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Very good morning to everyone, especially to Dr. Gentika, okay, the moderator of the sessions, and as well as to Dr. Agus Wibowo, okay, this another speaker for today's sessions. Thank you very much to UNJ and for the Faculty of Business, Economics and Accountancy for having me. Okay, and I would like to say thank you for for the invitations, and hello to all the researchers. Okay, I see there are a lot of senior researchers from both universities as well as from other universities as well, fellow students. Okay, so the topic that I'm going to talk about this morning is basically is from my experience, all right, with regards to journal publications, as well as my role as a reviewer. Okay, so what I'm going to talk today is all about my experiences. Okay, in both of the roles that I have gone through. Okay, over the years. Okay, and a little bit about the objective of today arrangement. So I will touch a little bit about the process of publishing in academic journals. Okay, and as mentioned, right, I will provide some insight into reviewers' perspective during the publication process. Okay, as well as how to deal with the reviewers' comments, and probably some of the strategies in responding to reviewers' comments. So that would be the so-called the main agenda of today. Okay, and I believe most of us as who have submitted to journals, we have actually more or less gone acknowledge or aware of the processes that are involved in journal publications. Okay, and from the first stage, which is submissions, until whether our paper is being accepted or being rejected, I do believe that one of the most important stage, right, with regards to journal publications is to select the correct journals, right? Because there are so many journals available nowadays. Okay, online versions as well as physical versions, and so this. Selecting the right one is very important, isn't it?
HL of the supply.
Sorry? Okay, right. So like for myself, right, when I to select a journal to publish, right, normally I will explore the scope of the journals that I am going to consider. Okay, obviously, at the beginning, I will also look at the impact factor, and another important issue that for me, which is very important, is for example, like when we are talking about reputable journals, I fail to meet the deadline for the corrected versions. So just let them know, shoot them an email. Because normally they will assign a person, right, to manage your paper. Okay, just communicate with that particular person, and normally they will be extending the deadline for you. No issue.
Okay, Thank you very much to Dr. Lim. That was very enlightening and very, very insightful presentation delivered by Dr. Lim. Now we will move on
Yeah, thank you
to
very
the
much.
second speaker. Thank you. To the second speaker, Dr. Agus Wibowo. Mr. Agus is a lecturer in the Faculty of Economics at Universitas Negeri Jakarta, currently serves as a permanent lecturer for undergraduate economics education study program, and he also head of the Economic Study Center. Dr. Agus is one of the most productive lecturer in terms of publishing his research in reputable journals in UNJ. His research interests mainly about character education, entrepreneurship education, and educational management. Without further ado, let's welcome Mr. Agus. Good morning, Pak Agus.
Good morning, Mr. Kentika.
How are you today, sir?
Selamat siang.
Baik kabarnya.
Ya. Alhamdulillah.
Baik ya. Sudah siap, Prof, untuk menyampaikan materinya?
Oke, siap.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let us continue our discussion on winning a reputable international journal publication through exceptional writing by Dr. Agus. The floor is yours. Thank you.
Mr. Kentika, silakan operatornya saya sendiri aja pertama.
Iya.
Oke, jadi beri link hostnya. Oke. Baik, I'm sorry, I present in bahasa Indonesia. Yang saya hormati Prof. Lim, serta Prof. Dr. Ari Sartono, MPD, selaku Dekan Fakultas Ekonomi. Ya, yang saya hormati Prof. Dr. Sudan, selaku Ketua Pengabdian Kolaborasi. Yang saya hormati semua peserta, baik dari Universitas Malaysia Sabah maupun dari Fakultas Ekonomi. Oke, Mas Kentika, saya siap. Nanti saya mohon Prof. Lim juga menambahkan apa yang saya sampaikan. Kalau saya, Mas Gen, biasanya saya mengacu kepada teori utamanya, atau saya ada yang mengatakan grand teori atau apa. Kalau di teori itu menyatakan ada hubungan, ada keterkaitan, meskipun tidak ada penelitian sebelumnya yang menyatakan. Nah, itu menurut saya adalah novelty bagi peneliti ini. Karena apa? Kalau semua penelitian harus merujuk penelitian yang sudah ada, kemudian di mana letak novelty penelitian? Nah, Prof. Lim mau sampaikan fatwa bahwa meskipun tidak ada penelitian relevan sebelumnya, tetapi di grand teorinya ada, itu bisa mendukung temuan penelitian.
Can I have the question in English supaya?
Okay. The question is, what if the supporting article or relevant article there is non-related to our findings? Is that our findings can be claimed as our novelty in research?
Yeah, because sometimes it's also very much depending on your context of study, right? Because we also need to understand that when certain theory is being developed, sometimes, okay, it can be bound by certain assumptions, right? So we really need to understand the foundation of the theoretical argument from the point of view of the developer. Siapa yang develop dia punya teori itu, so we really need to understand when the theory is being created, is there any underlying assumptions or otherwise? So we have to look at that foundation first. So when we adopt a certain theory, okay, for example, like to conduct a study in the context of Indonesia, so we also need to understand the context of that research environment, right? Sometimes, especially like, for example, like when we are collecting like, for example, like primary data, kan. Sometimes some of the data may be very much contextual. So kemungkinan finding itu dia tidak ikut teori, right? Dia tidak ikut teori. So probably, you know, that can trigger fundamental research, kan, or qualitative research yang lebih mendalam, you know, just for that particular area. So and again, you know, jangan terlalu mengharapkan mesti ada signifikan. Nah, seperti Prof. Agus cakap lah, katakan tadi, right? Yeah. So sebab you know, yalah, sebab whenever we find, okay, and for me this is how new knowledge actually is being created. All right, new knowledge is being created when we find some uniqueness. Probably they needs to have some penerangan yang di luar teori, right? Mungkin selama ini teori-teori, okay, kita mungkin akan menemukan suatu keadaan di mana tidak ada teori boleh explain. So probably that give, okay, memberikan peluang untuk kelahiran teori baru pula, ataupun modification kepada teori sedia ada, right? This is how knowledge progress, in my opinion. Yeah, Dr. Agus. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Lim and Dr. Agus. I think we still have 2 questions, and because of the time, I will limit this last 2 questions. The next to last question is from Bu Soraya. Salam kenal, Prof. Agus. Apa nasihat Prof untuk penerbitan konseptual paper, Prof?
Konseptual paper atau systematic literature paper? Systematic literature review. Kalau saya menganjurkan untuk yang konseptual itu cobalah ke systematic literature review ya, karena itu lebih dipandang lebih dipandang berbobot oleh sebagian editor ketimbang hanya konseptual. Sama-sama ya, sama-sama kerjanya sama. Dan kalau boleh jujur sebenarnya itu penelitian kuanti sama penelitian kuali itu di jurnal sebagian besar lebih cepat diterima penelitian kuanti dengan pendekatan kuanti kalau pengalaman-pengalaman yang sudah saya alami. Jadi ya Bu Soraya tadi yang saya sampaikan, bisa jangan yang konseptual tadi, usahakan ke systematic literature review ya. Jangan hanya yang literature review ya. Literature review kan sebenarnya itu bagian dari artikel di bagian setelah introduction gitu. Itu Bu Soraya, mudah-mudahan jurnalnya accepted, segera lulus ya, menjadi guru besar. Terima kasih, Mas Bentika.
Ya, Prof. Untuk pertanyaan terakhir, Pak Agus terkait urutan tahun tadi, jika secara abjad penelitian tahun lama berada di belakang, contoh nama dengan abjad Abdullah tahun 2018, sedangkan nama Budi pada tahun 2020. Ini bagaimana, Pak Agus?
Untuk kutipan di dalam artikel, bukan referensi ya. Kalau referensi kan harus sesuai dengan abjad, itu pun juga sesuai dengan jurnal yang kita tuju ya. Kadang-kadang jurnal hanya mencantumkan nomor 1, 2, 3, dan seterusnya tanpa mengikuti abjad ya. Kadang-kadang memakai abjad. Di kutipan di dalam tubuh artikel atau body note, itu sarannya dari beberapa editor, itu dari yang terlama, meskipun namanya tidak abjad, sampai yang terbaru. Jadi yang dilihat adalah bukan abjad namanya, tapi adalah tahun diterbitannya. 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, dan seterusnya. Itu. Saya kira itu, Prof. Supadi sepertinya tadi yang bertanya.
Ya, makasih Pak Agus.
Siap, Prof. Sukses, Prof.
Ya, baik, terima kasih Pak Agus dan Dr. Lim. As our Q&A session with both of the speaker concludes, I would like to express our gratitude to Dr. Lim and Dr. Agus for sharing his invaluable knowledge with all of us attending this webinar. Now I will summarize some of the key points from our session. I think the first one from Dr. Lim is about the process of publishing in academic journals. about how the perspective, how to understand reviewers' comments, also how to select the right journal, how to build a strong manuscript, how the process also need our patience, because sometimes we lack of patience when submitting to the journal. Dr. Lim also share some publication wisdom, also share about the role of review can do. The key point from Pak Agus about how we present our introduction and also about how to present the methods of our research. The materials of today's session will be shared through email. So
Wish everyone continue good health. We remind you to complete the presence link, and the certificate and slide material will be sent to your email as per registered in the presence link. The link also to be complete by the participant also from UMS. So participant from UMS, you can complete 2 presence links. As we are nearing the conclusion of today's event, we would like to express our utmost gratitude towards all the attendees for their active participation in the webinar, Winning a Reputable International Community Outreach 2023, collaboration between Faculty of Economics Universitas Negeri Jakarta and Faculty of Business Economics and Accountancy University Malaysia.